An Oklahoma mother has been sentenced to 30 years in prison after reportedly keeping her malnourished, extremely skinny, 30-pound, 8-year-old son on a diet of crackers. Yes, that's right, the 8-year-old boy, we don't know his name, weighed only 30 pounds. Skin and bones, extremely skinny. Akemi Cox was sentenced Thursday after pleading guilty to 1 count of child neglect. Again, sentenced to 30 years in prison. I applaud that. She and her fiancé Valerio Garcia were arrested in 2021. Garcia's charge was dismissed at the state's request. We don't know why. Neighbor had called a caseworker after seeing the boy digging in a dumpster for food in February 2021. Subsequently, a child welfare specialist contacted the Edmond Police Department about the severe neglect of the 8-year-old boy. The boy was just over 3 foot tall and weighed only 30 pounds. He wore clothing that fits the average size of a 2.5-year-old child. You might want to, for a moment, visualize an 8-year-old boy so skinny, so malnourished that he's only 3 foot tall, and again so skinny, so extremely skinny that he weighs 30 pounds. I mean, that's nothing. There's completely skin and bones of an 8-year-old child starved over an extended period of time, found by neighbors searching through a dumpster for food. Survival instincts kicking in. The caseworker said that his stomach is distended, yet he is extremely skinny and his skin is sagging. There's no fat, there's no muscle. It is literally skin and bones. Otherwise his skin wouldn't be sagging. The child was placed in the care of health services. Police learned that the boy had only gained 6 pounds in 7 years. So at the age of 1, he weighed 24 pounds. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is beyond sick. And I've got to ask at this point, where was CPS? Where were the doctors? He's only gained 6 pounds in 7 years. Why is this only becoming an issue at the age of 8? Thankfully, the neighbors did call the police, but surely neighbors, school teachers, how could this come to pass? The parents allegedly claimed the boy was on a no-sugar diet and reportedly only fed him crackers. At the hospital, the mother took away food from the boy, saying it had too much sugar. So it's absolutely terrible, of course. I'm going to say, I wonder to what extent mental illness plays a part of this. I would imagine quite a considerable extent. I mean, the mother is clearly to blame, rightly jailed for 30 years. But I do question, as a layman, as somebody relatively ignorant, about mental health. Not that mental health is an excuse for this treatment of others. I'm not suggesting that. But I'm trying to figure out why the heck anyone would allow a child to be this malnourished, and potentially, seemingly, it seems that the woman, the mother, is very, very extremely ignorant in regards to nutrition. She feels that certain foods has too much sugar and is therefore a bad thing. Perhaps her intentions weren't entirely bad. I don't know that to be the fact. I'm just thinking, I'm just spitballing, as it were. But taking the boy's food away, if it was for the reason that apparently was stated, that there was too much sugar in it, that could be a lie. Maybe she took it away because she has a compulsion to cause harm to her child, but perhaps that's true. Perhaps she believes that the food is bad for him due to her ignorance, due to her mental issues in regards to food. I'd be interested if that was pursued further in detail. I presume that it was, but I don't know that for a fact. The article that I've read through doesn't touch on that subject, to be honest, as far as I recall. So I'm going to wrap things up, but I am going to remind us that there is a blessing here. The 8-year-old has survived so far. So they've been placed in the care of health services. I would believe that they're receiving very competent support. So one would hope that the boy does make a full recovery, that he goes on to lead a full life, a full and healthy life, one would hope. But prayers to him in the meantime.